know, my name's Brittany Quickborner. I'm the president and CEO at the Eugene Chamber of Commerce. Really excited to share with you a new program that we are launching this year at this event right now. But I first need to be a little vulnerable with you guys. For those of you who don't know, I got into this position about 3 years ago. And when I started as the CEO at the Eugene Chamber, it happened to be my very first job that I had direct reports. I had never actually formally supervised anyone before I stepped into this position. And I overnight had 9 people directly reporting to me. And as you can imagine, it was somewhat terrifying. I have had the blessing of having great supervisors in the past, but I did everything I could to read and to try and glean little bits of information about how to do the job of a manager well. I knew that if I was going to be successful in this job, that I needed to really be a good leader for our team and for our organization. What I found is when I started talking to other CEOs across the community is that they had similar issues, whether they'd been in their job for a year or for a couple decades, that they're constantly thinking about what it meant and what it looked like to be a good leader within their organization. Several of them were also thinking about what it looked like to have employees trained to be good leaders as well. We have some matriarchs and patriarchs of our business community that were looking to retire and to start this new chapter of their life. And they want to make sure that they have staff who can step up into those leadership positions and continue the success of their businesses. So as we started digging and doing some research, we found that most teams function at about 58% of their potential. And we heard from person after person that they needed tools to increase the performance of each individual on their team. So as we did this research and kind of dug in, we knew that we wanted to try and close this leadership gap that we were starting to learn about in our community. And as we did that, we really wanted 4 things to be true. We wanted to create a shared language for leadership, something that we could relate to across industry, across the entire community. And second, we wanted to increase the leadership quotient. We know that if there are strong leaders in our community, that our businesses are going to succeed. And the third point here is if those businesses are strong, they're going to be more resilient in times of crisis like we're facing right now. And lastly, and I think most importantly, is that we want these businesses to have good leaders so their employees feel satisfied and happy and that they are going to stick around and be long-term employees. So we've decided to launch this Rise Leadership Institute. And what it is an annual training program aimed at filling the leadership gap in our community through scalable and sustainable change. When we went into this, we knew that we wanted 4 things to be true. The first is that we knew it needed to be high tech to really meet the times that we're in now, but we wanted it to be high touch as well, where people could really build authentic relationships and learn from one another. The third is that we needed it to be scalable. It needed to be something that people could participate in and get value from no matter what level of the organization they were in. And the fourth is that it needed to be sustainable. We wanted folks to really see transformation within their organizations and that change could be sustained. So first, high tech. I'm really excited to announce that we're partnering with Giant. Giant is a worldwide organization that has really mastered online curriculum training. They have over 500 virtual leadership training videos that when you participate in this program, you'll gain access to, as well as personal and team assessments, management tools for those folks who are really trying to figure out how to be a good manager. And best of all, you can access it anywhere at any time as long as you have access to the internet. This is a completely virtual platform for curriculum delivery. But we knew we couldn't just have that piece of it. And I think what's really going to make this program unique and special is this high touch component where we are going to put you in core groups of 8 to 12 people of your peers, folks who are in similar management or employment positions as you. And you're going to have facilitated discussions twice a month for about 90 minutes to really dive into the curriculum, but then talk about real world scenarios and how you apply this in your team. We're also going to offer quarterly forums and an annual summit where everyone participating in the RISE program can come together and we can discuss the things that we're learning. We'll hear from thought leaders and we'll just be able to expand our networks that way as well. And last, we're going to offer a certificate of completion. And our hope as this program grows that certificate will provide value to employees and employers, that they can see, they know what they've gone through and what they've gotten out of this program. We needed it to be scalable as well. So this means offering it to as many people as possible in our community. So we're starting with a 4 or 5 different levels. The first level is an employee level. This is $25 a month. So for the cost of a couple cups of coffee a month, Folks can get access to the platform, they get access to monthly leadership webinars, and they can attend the annual leadership summit. This version is not actually putting folks in cohorts, but it really does expand the ability for folks to participate. This next 3 levels are really important, and they're ones where we actually are going to pair people into these 8 to 10 person cohorts and put them together with peers from businesses across the community so they can learn from and really experience this curriculum together. They're going to have those facilitated discussions, and then of course those quarterly and annual forums, and some access to executive coaching as well. And this last option we created after some feedback is a team option. So if you as an organization want to send your leadership staff of 8 to 12 people or folks within your leadership staff, you can go through this together so you can really dive into some of the team dynamics that you're facing and really address challenges within your business, because you'll be doing that with other folks from your team. Now I can vouch for this program because as the chamber, we've been using it for the last year and it's been really transformational for our team. But I knew that I wanted to make sure that you heard from other folks as well. We created a pilot program back in September and invited 14 CEOs from across the community to participate. And we really got to, for 8 weeks, go through this curriculum with them and get their honest feedback, and they really helped shape this program for us. Eric and Kale were just 2 of the participants who said at the end of the program, you know what, we're going to keep doing this. We want to bring our team through it. We want to, continue to go on with this leadership training. They had a great experience with it. So I'm going to leave you with this quote because I think it really emphasizes the value of this program. Becoming a leader is synonymous with becoming yourself. It is precisely that simple, and it is also that difficult. The reason I really love the Giant program is because it does help you become a better version of yourself. They emphasize you have to know yourself to lead yourself. And if we can help become better versions of ourselves, I believe we can in turn become better leaders for our community. So I hope you'll join us and at least go on to this website here to learn more about the program. We're recruiting for participants from now through January. We're going to launch January 1. We'll have a rolling enrollment as well, but we really want to try and get those cohorts kicked off on January 1. So you can learn more at onwardeugene.org/rise. Thank you, guys.